Hey guys, we're going to do a quick unboxing of the new Prostream Pandora 3D box. Excuse me guys. I'm going to set this up really quick. We're going to go through what's in the box, and then we're going to flip it around, put it on the TV, and show you how amazing this new thing is. So we're just going to go ahead and open this bad boy up. Alright, pop her open, and I'll spin around so you guys can see what we got, and we'll open her up. First thing you'll see is a Super VGA cable, so connect to a computer monitor. Next is a USB. This is used for downloading. The awesome thing about this new version is you don't really even need a USB. The downloading is done through Wi-Fi. This actually has a Wi-Fi board in it and receiver, so you can download games. The user's manual, 2 extra buttons, good quality. Looks like about an 8 to 10 foot HDMI cord, and then the power cord, which is a heavy duty power cord. We'll open this bad boy up, and then here's our actual unit. Very, very good heavy weight. It's not made of metal this year. It's made of a really high grade resin plastic. It's not going to break on you. Sticks feel great, buttons feel great. Let's slide this box out of the way. You guys can get a good look at it. All right, we're going to fire this bad boy up and stick it on the TV and show you guys what it can do. All right, guys, this is what the inside looks like when we boot it up. You've got your menus up here at the top. You've got all categories, recent and search. This allows you to search through all 2,448 games that are on here, plus anything you might add. And we'll talk about how you add in just a second. If I come back over here to all, you notice immediately we've got all of our PlayStation 1, 2, and portable games. You can tell by the graphics, these are higher end games. These are not low budgets. Mortal Kombat 3D, where you can move in and out. You got Soul Eater. Not every one of these is going to be named properly. Majority are, but some are not. You'll see that here in just a little bit. And you got WWE All-Stars. Again, you'll notice the graphics on this. This is next level stuff. This is PlayStation 1 and higher. Dreamcast stuff here coming in a second. So now if I'm up here and I go to the right, I can scroll through all the PlayStation games. But easier than that, we can go up here to category. Whoops. And then we can switch. So here's the PlayStation or the Dreamcast games. Here are the actual arcade games. These are real one-off arcade games, just like we're in the arcade, and use the buttons and the sticks just like you normally would. You've got more arcade games here. You move over here, and then you see your PlayStation 1, 2, and portables. Your PlayStation games here, the original PlayStation games. These are your Nintendo 64s, which are awesome. You got pretty much anything you can think of N64-wise. These are your regular Nintendo games. Just come down here to even like Contra Force, that's actual Contra. Come across, these are PlayStation, Super Nintendo games, I'm sorry. And then you've got Game Boy Advance, more handheld Game Boys, Xbox games, Jackie Chan Kung Fu, and back to the Dreamcast games. Now these Xbox games, I believe, are more so Sega Genesis games, but I could be wrong on that. There may actually be some Xbox games on here, but I'm pretty sure that they're not actual Xbox. All right, so I'm just going to jump into one real quick so you guys can see how smooth and fluid these things play. This is Tekken 6. We will fire up a little bit of sound for you guys. We've got to turn it all the way down. And as always, this hooks right to your TV with an HDMI cord, which is provided. You'll notice quickly everything loads at the same speed it did on the original systems, and these chipsets are super fast and load up super smooth. And we'll show you the gameplay really quick.
Round 1.
You notice even on that moving screens, everything is fluid and smooth. You see the jet coming by. A lot of your older home arcade systems were not able to emulate these games and play this smooth. All right, So we're ready to get out of there. We're just going to hit exit game. And we got Tekken 5, and you go all the way down. Now, we're going to go up here. I'm going to show you guys the categories over here to recents. You'll see that we were able to play that Tekken game. You're going to notice Mike Tyson's Heavyweight Punch-Out. We'll get to in a second. Here's Mario Kart 64. Again, this is one of the harder games to emulate. I'll just jump into it really quick because I know this is a popular game that everybody wants to play at home. And playing with the arcade controllers is awesome. Give it a second to load up. We'll blow through the menus really quickly. Again, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm just going to get you guys in so you can see the gameplay really quick. And again, you've got 2,448 games already installed. That's these guys. You notice how smooth it is. There's no jittering. This works for 1 and 2 players. There actually is a portal where you can hook up external controllers and play additional players as well. My turbo there. Using a little mushroom. We got the unlimited, so I'm not going to beat it up here. Alright, so you guys see how that works. We're going to quit. We're going to exit to the menu here and leave the game completely. Now this one is worth the price of admission alone, guys. I'm just going to touch on this one real quick. This is the original Punch-Out from the arcade. As you can see, we can add as many coins as we want. This is on free play right now, so you don't have to add any coins. So I'm going to jump into a game here. And we'll turn it up a little bit. So you can hear that iconic buddy blow, buddy blow. Again, if you haven't played this since you were a kid, it is just as awesome as it was then. All right, and we showed you that one. We're not going to sit there and play it all day. Let me just get through some more things here. But you got that. NFL Blitz. This is the actual Blitz game for the Nintendo 64. Awesome. Super Tecmo Bowl competition. This is one that I actually downloaded. So without further ado, let's get into the actual downloading of this. Now, if I wanted to search, I can also come over here. And let's just say I was looking for that Punch-Out game. I can type in POU. And you'll see it right here at the top. There's your Punch-Out. Now, Super Punch-Out B, I believe this is a fighting game, not the actual Punch-Out game. Okay, now you've also noticed we have Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in here, and we'll show you how we got that. So I'm just going to hit the menu button on the back. It's going to take us over here into the menu. Now, the first thing you would have to do is come down here to your Wi-Fi and actually set up your Wi-Fi in here. So you pick your Wi-Fi, get it set up. Once it's connected, then you can go into the actual the game market. Inside the game market, you can go by download chart, most popular, increasing in popularity, new games, and then you can actually search by name, or you can go to your download management. You see I've downloaded 11 games, and right here, right off the bat, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Take just a second to download. I'm going to go ahead and click it and start it, and you'll see it actually is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Now what I can do is I can also load a state that I saved previously, which was at Glass Joe. I just did a quick one after round 1, which is cool. So you don't have to go back. You can actually store your games like I just did. And you'll see we're already in round 2, and you just saw me load the game up. So wherever I save that, at any time I can come here and hit C, save state, and it'll start back at that same point when I come back into the game. So I just restarted again. Okay, let that load up again. And go right to work. And you guys see it's just like the original game. Everything everything plays the same. You got your buttons down here for your start and your super punch, all that good stuff. And when I'm ready to leave this guy, I just hit the exit and come on back out. I can come out of here. You also notice we've done Crazy Taxi 2, John Madden's, Hit the Ice, Laughter Unboxing. Now you notice this is Ready to Rumble. It's called Laughter Unboxing. So some of these are not going to have the exact titles. As you can see, we got NBA 2K10, Sonic. Any game you can think of, you pretty much can download. There's a huge amount of them inside the library. It's not going to be every game in the world, but right now you got almost 2,500 games on here. There's another 300 or 400 you can download. There's over 3,000 realistically games, plus Grand Theft Auto. You can pretty much play anything on here, but I'll show you guys Crazy Taxi 2, and then we'll jump into a couple of the arcades, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Again, as you notice, this is a Dreamcast game. Plays on the Dreamcast emulator. Takes just a second to load up. And that is a little loud, so we'll turn it down just a bit. And we got a 60 hertz TV. And same with this, you can store your progress as you go. So if you have to shut the game off and you want to continue playing something that's a longer game, you can do that. Your shorter games like your arcades, it's a short game. You can beat those in less than 20, 30 minutes most of the time with unlimited tokens.
We're back. It's party time. Let's have some fun. Right. Let's go make some great
Half second to load up. Just like the old game, it's got to load in off the disc. These are bigger file games, so they do take a little bit longer to set up.
Hey, it's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's go.
I've never played this game before. Awesome soundtrack, so crank it up. Green here, drop. This one. Again, all these games are a blast to play. There's thousands of games for your kids to play. Amazingly low price. We will have some sales and specials on these. A little jump. I just want to jump out of that guy. All right, so you notice, and again, these are ones I downloaded. They actually weren't on the system when it first came in. We were able to add Violent Ice, which is your Hit the Ice hockey, Super Tecmo Bowl. You pretty much name it, you got it. Fantasy Star. Again, you can do that inside the store. You can set your controls for burst setting, which means you don't have to hold the button down. It hits the button 4 or 5 times a second for you. For your shooting games, you want to turn that on and off. You can change your image optimization. You can change from free play to actual credits where you push the button and one press equals 1 token, 2 tokens, yada yada. That's how you get into your menu. Just long press the start button to get out of there, and I'll come back out. So that, in a nutshell, is the newest arcade. It is the hottest that we have had yet to date. The buttons and everything are awesome. We do offer an upgrade for the Sandwas if you want to do it. It's not necessary for most people. Again, all these games are going to be pretty much available in a 2-player side-by-side competition mode for fighting, or if you're playing a game where you're playing together, which you can also do in any of the NBAs, or here, watch this. Here's one everybody loves. Let me jump over here to search, come down here, and go to NBA, and there's your NBA Jams. And it's probably the last one we jump into. Whoops. I screwed that up by hitting the wrong button. 1 second. And, whoops, not NC. NBA. Why did I do that twice now? Okay, so the reason that did not work the first 2 times, I didn't have any coins in, so you should notice the bottom credits. I now have enough to play, so now I can start this game. Good to know for you guys, because I changed it off for free play that last time for the 1-for-1. We can put some extra quarters in if we want. We go ahead and start the game. Again, this is the actual arcade version. It's not the Nintendo or Super Nintendo or any of those. This is the one you would have played actually the way it was in the arcade. Get through all the startup stuff. We're just going to pick any team to get started, just so we can play.
Mix. Tonight's matchup, Suns versus Knicks. Here's the tip. Ewing. To Ewing. Oakley.
Oh, shot clock violation.
Marley.
Come on down with Mr. Marley. Oh, he stole it.
Oakley.
Okay. And we'll let him jam it in real quick. Oh, he missed it. Here we go. And again, you play on the same team with this as well. Or 2-player.
Ewing. Ewing. Oakley.
Alright, then we exit back out to the main screen. Again, you got Pack and Bang, NBA Basketball 2006. You name it, pretty much you can play it. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them at the bottom of this video or inbox us. As always, thank you guys for watching. These are ready to go. We will have a special purchase price for the first 10 ordered. It is only going to be for the first 10 because we want reviews on these. Then the price is going back to its normal price. So if you guys want to get in on this, at the end of this video, there's a link below for a special price for $199.99. We are only doing 10 at that price. It's pretty much a dead cost, guys. So keep that in mind. If you guys want one now, they're $199.99. Thank you.